Oh, well, that was an abrupt drop. When you go back to watch that, Shimp, you're going to laugh how I did not fade that out cleanly at all.
Uh-oh, we ran off the cliff, did we?
It was the opposite of fading cleanly. It just happened right now. So,
All right, all right.
let me get rid of that cover art. All right, everybody. Welcome back. Phrod Pod NFL Week 11. Myself and Shimp. Shimp, how we doing?
Hey, we're doing good up here in Nevada, huh?
Yeah, great state of Nevada, baby.
That's right.
That's right.
Silver State.
Which hold on, don't they produce like a shitload of gold, and it's called the Silver State?
Yes, yes,
That
yes.
that
But
makes a
there
lot
was
of
a silver
sense.
strike, Virginia City and all that stuff. So
Oh
that
fuck.
it overshadows. It's about what people recognize versus kind of sometimes what's really happening, right?
Well, it's funny. All my buddies, because we lived in a couple different states. Uh,
Right.
Everyone thinks Reno and Las Vegas are next to each other. That literally, like, how many like when I was living up in Reno with you guys, I'd have so many people that were like, "Hey, we're in Vegas. Can you come down?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's a fucking 8 hour drive, asshole." I mean, Las Vegas is closer to L.A. and Reno's closer
Yes.
to SAC, so that should give
Yeah.
people an idea of what we're talking about here. Uh,
Absolutely.
but hey, man, week 11, I found a lot of stuff on this board I really liked, but I was limiting myself to only picking 4 games. Okay, so we got Green Bay at Chicago, Jacksonville at Detroit, Atlanta at Denver, and KC at Buffalo. Now, we also got Shimps Sizzlin,
Oh yeah.
and we can tell you the games. We don't have to give you the numbers yet. So with Shimps Sizzlin is going to be Houston at Dallas, Rams at New England, and Pittsburgh at Baltimore. So we'll go over
Gonna be
those
hell.
numbers when we get there, right?
Absolutely.
Now there were some honorable mentions that I didn't put up that I might end up betting Sunday anyways. Uh,
Right.
excuse me. I think the Raiders have a chance in Miami this weekend. Coming off
You
the
know,
bye.
yeah. The Dolphins are on the rise right now. They're now the two has been back a couple of games, back in the swing of things, so they're playing fairly well. But the Raiders, they seem to play up to the good teams and then play down to the ones they should beat.
I mean,
It's
you look at
you know.
you got Minshew going back to South Florida, baby.
Oh, that's right. There'll be a little bit of energy.
Or is it Riddler? Who the fuck's quarterbacking?
It's Minshew. I read about it. I saw it. I saw a little blurb about that.
Okay, so it is
Yeah,
Minshew
they
then.
yeah they decided just to go back to him. And that's it. That's where they're going.
All right. Well, I didn't. That one didn't make the cut. Meaning, I'm not going to give it out as a handicap pick, but I'll probably end up betting
No.
it. I might do like a diabolical AFC money line card where I go like Raiders money line, Cincinnati money line, Buffalo money line, and put that
Those
together and see what it pays.
Yeah. Yeah, what we call that is the bankroll.
Yeah, it's the diabolical AFC
The
play.
the diabolical bankroll, man.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Before the season's done, Dad, I'm gonna give out a double Everest.
Woo!
I don't know what that is yet. That's a fucking bet the mortgage double Everest play. Don't have it yet. We got time. We got time. So speaking of that, last week I went 3-3. I gave out 6 plays and went 500, which is poopy. You break even, but you don't win. So I don't really count that as a success. You went 2-1 again on your 3. Again, 2-1. That's every week. 2-1, 2-1, 2-1.
Yeah.
Um,
I gotta fix that third one.
I think okay. So the only game you dropped, oh yeah, it was the Minnesota game. Yeah,
Yes.
the stinker. What was that? 12-7.
I yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say it was a real outhouse game.
It
There's
was
no doubt
bad.
about it.
12-7. You covered. Okay, you had the Chargers -7.5. They won by 10. That was easy. And then you
Yeah.
had Philadelphia -7.5, and they blew the doors off Dallas. Dallas,
Yeah.
Dallas is in quit
Yeah.
mode. I love it.
Yeah, that
Great.
was yeah.
Yeah. Well, tell you what. Um, everyone's bitching about the sunlight in Dallas coming through all that crap. Last night
Oh, yeah.
in that pathetic Paul versus Tyson fight, there was a bunch
Oh
of stuff
yes.
on Twitter of the people inside Jerry World there for the fight taking photos of the windows being covered during the fights. That they have curtains. They have them.
Right. Oh
So
yeah, I saw something where their prior offensive coordinator was talking about he had to call certain plays only when the sun was coming through that window.
see, see. So
So it's not an advantage at all.
no, but I think Jerry doesn't want us to win any more games. I think Jerry has his eyeball on Gentry at Boise State running back. He's a Heisman competitor
Yeah, candidate. Yes.
candidate. Yeah, he's not going to win because he's a running back,
Right.
but we're going to need to be drafting 3 or 4 if we have any shot at him. So
Yeah.
that's where all my energy is going right now for the Cowboys. Let's go. Let's get fucking the guy from Boise State and this motherfucker, and let's make this real. All right, we need it bad. We need it real bad. All right, that's enough of the woes. I specifically left the Cowboys off this week. I've been doing them every week, and they've already hurt me so much. Yeah, I don't need that kind of abuse today.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so the first game I want to talk about here, Green Bay at Chicago. Um,
Woo.
woo, yeah, right. Green Bay's coming off a bye, so ATS against the spread. Green Bay is 4-5, so they're below. They're on the wrong side of that number against the spread this season. Now they've also been heavily favorited a lot, so that kind of skews that number. Chicago, 4-1, so they've just riding that rail right in the middle.
Yeah.
But Green Bay on the road, ATS against the spread is 3-1 on the road, and Chicago is 4-1 at home. So those are conflicting.
Yeah.
Green
Yeah.
Bay off the bye are 7-5 last year. Right? Is Love healthy? I mean, Chicago just axed their offensive coordinator. He gone.
Oh, yeah.
Caleb has been struggling. Chicago is not scoring points. But check this out. Chicago has covered the spread 9 of their last 10 home games, Dad. So that even goes beyond Caleb. That the defense has just been around.
But here's the big thing this week with them, and you hit about it. You touched on it. This new offensive coordinator, okay, he can't come in and just like wholesale over the course of a few days change everything. So what do? You knock it, whittle it down to something that's just a little more tasty than vanilla. And so you can stay on schedule, so you can be successful on some plays, because they haven't scored a touchdown in like 41 drives or something like that.
So you just echoed every sentiment. John Gruden, I love watching Gruden's content. I'm guilty. I love Gruden. He's the man.
I love him too.
Yeah, he's the best. I was watching a bunch of his content over the weekend, and he just exactly, you said exactly what he's talking about. He said the new offense coordinator to come in and get like 7 plays in a row with Caleb doing quick little bam, hit. Get him throwing the ball early and confidently to open up the run. Because look at it would be a fool's errand to take Chicago here. Now the spread, we need to talk about the spread here. Green Bay is only a 5.5 point favorite on the road in Chicago. That has to be because of their defense, right?
They're the thing is they're not any good against the run.
Who's that?
The Bears.
Oh, really?
The Bears are like number 24 against the run. They're giving up 133 yards a game on the ground.
Yeah, see, that's not good.
No. Now their passing defense actually rates top 10. They're number 7 in pass defense. But on the offensive side of the ball, their third down efficiency is only 31. In the last 3 weeks, it's been going down.
Okay, well, check this out. That number is skewed because they're always playing from behind. Teams are just running the ball on them. They're already ahead.
And that may be true. That may be true. But still, in the matter of fact, the number of yards a game is what matters.
Oh.
It's not really the ranking, so to speak, but the yards.
So with this game, I went a little different. I'm trying to pad the stats here. I need to get some fucking winners to the people. Winners for the people here. So
winners for the people.
I went a little unconventional. I saw a stat that I fell in love with because that's what I do. You know that happens. Uh, Green Bay has hit the first
Yeah,
quarter money line in 15 of the last 21 games.
that's impressive.
That's a big number.
That's impressive.
Right. So I got 3 plays for this game, Dad. I got 3 for you guys here. All right. Check it out.
All right. All right.
So I like Green Bay first quarter minus half a point. All they got to do is be leading by a point after the first quarter. That one will hopefully hit. Um,
Like it. I like it.
you touched on it. Chicago has not scored in like 30 plus or 40 something possessions, right? They have
Exactly.
not scored a touchdown.
That's right.
Now, I don't think the offensive coordinator rule applies like when the interim coach is in, right? You know, interim coach, the next game, they usually win, right? I don't
Typically,
necessarily believe the new OC is going to do the same effect, only because the offensive line is so bad, and Eberflus still has the same offensive line coach on staff, so that's not going to change anytime soon. So with
no.
that, I'm gonna take the under 40 and a half in this game, and probably think Green Bay 33 to 3, 33 to 7. Like, I don't know.
It's going to be something in lopsided territory for sure.
Now, if Chicago covers that number, that means their defense prevented Green Bay from scoring touchdowns, right?
Pretty much, yeah. If you're setting for field goals, you're not going to score a lot of points. Takes a lot of time.
So let's go under there. I'm gonna take the under. And then my third play for this game, I like Romeo Dobbs anytime tutty. Plus 240. It's a big number.
Woo!
Yes, it's a
Woo.
big number. But I just picked him up on fantasy and I'm winning in fantasy, so I tend to pick right. So we're gonna go there. And I'm kind of willing in the universe.
Play that horn, boy. Play that horn.
We're gonna try and score there. We're gonna hold on. I think I got a sound effect for that. Yes, yes, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
Yes. This is brought to you by myself.
Romeo Dobbs, anytime touchdown. Green Bay, first quarter minus a half a point and under 40 and a half. That's cool. That's fun. I like that. I like that a lot. Now, you're not picking this one, but if you were to take a side, Shimp, where would you go?
Uh,
What do you like?
well, hmm,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I just this is all Packers all day, every minute, every second of the game. This is going to be a very violent practice for the Bears. Okay, it's going to be a violent practice
I
because
like that. I like that.
they have to go vanilla on offense to straighten it up. They got to get where they got to win some plays. It doesn't even mean going down, score a touchdown a couple times, but at least mount 7 or 8 play drives. Let's
Something.
start there, right? I mean, at least like you feel like you're starting to get a feel of the game because they're out there. And the offensive line is also getting. I mean, when your quarterback's holding the ball for 7 seconds,
Oof.
I mean, he's
Oof.
not. I'm making an exaggeration,
But
but
you're
he's holding
right
the ball
though.
for like 3 to 4 seconds. That's a long time.
But he is holding it for 7 seconds. Some of those plays, Dad. You're not
No,
wrong.
he is. No, I know that, but I mean,
Oh,
I'm just saying. Yeah, that's what I'm
oh,
saying. Even 4 is too
oh.
much. He's at 7 on a lot of these plays,
Yeah.
and you can only block for so long.
So you take.
You know,
So you would take Green Bay 5.5.
I would take Green Bay 5.5 on this one and feel real good about it.
So I'm gonna keep track of your leans. Obviously, these
Okay.
aren't. You're not handicapping these picks. I just want to see because you've been hot.
Okay.
So it would be hilarious if you accidentally fucking went like 4-0 against the spread because you're not actually betting these. And
Right.
you're, I mean,
No
you're,
skin in the game, just playing the game,
yeah,
right?
you're playing with rubber bullets, but you know what I mean? Like, come on, crazier shit has happened. Um, check this out. Yeah, I'll let you start on this one because I don't have a ton on it because it just feels too obvious. Jacksonville at Detroit, Shimp. What do you see in here? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, what I see here is another violent practice happen to a team. Okay. I think the Lions are going to come out with a little bit of attitude because the last couple of games they've been winning ugly. So I think they want to, get that shine back on the rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they come in with a good team. I mean, if they have a deficiency, it's against the pass.
Right,
Their
right. Fair enough.
secondary, they're a little deficient there. They're 28th. They're giving up like 244 yards a game. But on the other side, the Jags they're just bad at everything right now.
Ooh, they're bad football team.
Yeah, they're just bad everywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no, and they're hurt a little bit too coming into this game. On top of all that. So yeah, this is a Lions. Whatever you want to take out there that has the Lions, I would say do it.
So right now, as of we're doing this, Lions are minus 13.5 right now. So that's a massive spread. That's a
That's
big
a
one.
lot.
That's a
That's
big
a
one.
lot.
Over unders 47. Jacksonville is surprisingly enough 6-4 this year against the spread, which is a really good number. And then you got Detroit, who's 7-2. They've only not covered twice this season. And one of those 2 times was actually last week. They won by 3, and they were 3.5 point favorites. So now this is where it gets hilarious. Jacksonville. Now they're wait, hold on a sec. I just realized that number doesn't make sense. How is that possible? I must have wrote that down incorrectly here. Oh wait, no. Yeah, they're 0-4 on the road against the spread. Haven't won, haven't covered on the road. Now Detroit is 3-1 at home, so they've only had 4 home games.
Right.
Look at Detroit is a WMD, weapon of mass destruction.
Just what I'm saying.
I mean, Bush is over there sending guys to go take a look in Michigan right now to go check the warehouses, check the bunkers. He's engaging the Patriot Act on Dan Campbell. We got to get this guy. They got WMDs over there.
Yes.
I'll tell you, man. And Jacksonville's on fucking quit watch. What do they gain by winning?
Well, really nothing because they're out of it. Really, the playoffs are like next year's kind of plan.
Yeah, the only thing they're saving right now is people's jobs. That's it. That's all they're playing for, right? Because Jacksonville has a bye week next week. If Coach Peterson gets crushed in this game, which is against the fucking Lions, we might see Coach Peterson getting fired in the bye week. Bring an interim in, give him a whole week off. It doesn't help. His quarterback's hurt.
I was just going to say, I mean, there's some of these things that aren't really a coach's direct, responsibility or fault.
And we got Mac Jones playing quarterback.
Well, we know how that goes.
I just think Detroit's going to roll. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to lay the massive 13.5. I got 3 more plays on this one.
So, yeah, I was going to bring that up.
Yeah. What do you think?
In an NFL game, that's just, that's pretty high. Even with a shit team,
It's a crazy number. It's a crazy number. So this is what I'm doing here. I'm taking Detroit team total over 30.5. I like them to score at least 31 points against Jacksonville. Okay.
That's safe.
Then I also got Jamar Gibbs over 17.5 receiving yards. He catches a lot of balls out of the backfield.
Yeah, he does.
So I'm going that way.
He's got good yak.
He's got good yak.
Yeah,
hell yeah, he does. And then also, I got anytime touchdown again. Jameson Williams, baby. Yes. Yep. And if
he's definitely getting the pill, that's no doubt.
And you be ready. You pull him over. He's got that thing on him. That's why he was suspended. He's got that thing on him. So, and surprisingly, it was only plus 170 on the Caesar Sportsbook.
Really?
That's not that high. So even Vegas likes him to score. Yeah. So that's where I'm going on that game. Let's shoot over here. Atlanta at Denver. Atlanta. Atlanta is 5-5 on the year against the spread. Denver is very impressive, 7-3. They are a cover machine.
They're playing really good football right now.
Right.
Fundamentally.
Now, what's funny though, Denver is only 2-2 at home against the spread, which is weird. They're covering more on the road.
Yeah, that's focus. That's just reeks of lack of focus at home versus being on the road.
I also believe that's that Vegas having a little hard time handicapping Denver. I think it's a little bit of that going on too.
Yeah, I'm sure of it because, like I said, they're fundamentally sound. So you're going to get those games,
Yeah.
one way this week, one way next week, this week, next week. You know what I mean?
Well,
Win, lose.
but Atlanta, they're 3-1 covering the spread on the road. That's a good number.
Yeah, yeah, it's a damn good number.
And it's because Kirk Cousins, when Cousins has a clean pocket, it's hard to beat him.
Oh yeah, no, you're absolutely right. He'll pick you apart if he's got enough time to stand back there and observe the field. No doubt about it.
Because he cannot move.
No, he like I said, the statue's back there throwing the ball.
Statue Kirk O'Chains.
As a defensive lineman, you're salivating like it's a ribeye.
Exactly. Exactly. And then also when they get a Bijan turning too, you get him going, you get Bijan sauce rolling. I mean, come on, man. I mean, last week, Young Ho Q, he missed like what was it, 2 or 3 field goals or extra pointers?
Yes.
Like he had a little bit of the yips going on last week.
Yeah.
I like him to fix that. He's a really good kicker. Kirk can't move. Yeah. This is Denver at home. This game is Denver at home. So I'm taking Denver money line -130. I'm not going to lay the points. I'm just going to take them -130. I like that number with Denver's defense. Atlanta's struggling a bit right now. And this is the kicker for this one. No pun intended. Young Ho Koo over 1.5 field goals made. Yes, you heard that correct. So I got Denver money line.
There you have it.
There you have it. Denver money line and Young Ho Koo over 1.5 field goals made. Atlanta, Denver. If you were to pick a side, what are you taking?
Well, when you look at these two teams right now, I think they're evenly matched in a whole lot of ways. Except for I think that Denver's defense is the shining star here. I mean, they're number 7 against the rush, 10 against the pass, and they're playing third down efficiency is on the rise. It went from 35, it's to 54 in the last 3 weeks.
Okay,
that's impressive.
Okay,
so I think I'm all over Denver here.
You like Denver? Are you gonna lay it at -2?
I think that. Yep, I like it.
And I just realized, hey, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Wrong button. I didn't ask you for your side on Jacksonville, Detroit. You like Jacksonville or Detroit -13.5?
Okay, well, the -13.5 is a big number.
Yes,
big number.
Or the over/under is 47.
I'm gonna go on a limb right here. I'm gonna go on a limb.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna go on a limb, and I'm gonna take the Jags and the 13.
Oh snap! I love it.
Yes, sir.
I love it. I might change my pick after that.
I'm just telling you because to me this is the NFL, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those guys are paid to play.
13 points is a lot of points.
That's a ton. That's a ton of points.
A lot of points.
Yeah.
So okay. I mean, going into a game with already up damn near 2 touchdowns is
That's and like we talked about it. Peterson's playing for his job.
Right.
Coaching for his job.
He's putting out all the. Oh yeah, he's bringing out all the stops. You can see the whole damn playbook.
Okay, so we got Green Bay, we got Jacksonville, Detroit, Atlanta, Denver. Now we're moving into the next one. Okay, so Kansas City undefeated. Duh, we all know that, right?
Buffalo.
If
you didn't, you ain't been watching football.
I mean, if you haven't been watching football, what are you doing? Buffalo missing some guys, right? They're missing a couple guys.
Sir.
Yep, you know what? I want to start with you, Shimp. You tell me what you're looking at here.
All right. Well, you hit the nail on the head to start the whole deal off here. They're missing 4 players actually that are integral parts of their offense. Coleman, Cooper, that's 2 wide receivers, Kincaid, a tight end, and then on defense they got Milano out, who's the leader of their defense. So this, but at the same token, I mean they're playing pretty good right now offensively. They're playing pretty good with the second troops, so to speak.
Right.
And Kansas City is winning ugly.
That's right? The truth, isn't it?
Yes. I mean, they're winning ugly right now, which is a mark of a good team. I mean, but Buffalo at home, I forget what the spread is right now. What is it?
Right now, currently 2.5 in favor of Buffalo.
2.5. Okay.
Under over 46. Here's something that might sway you a bit here. Okay. So Kansas City is 5-4 ATS. So they've only covered one more than they've not, right?
Right.
Buffalo is 6-4 right now, so they're not extremely better. It's not much
Same,
better.
same.
Now you have to remember both these teams are getting big spreads though, every week because they're powerhouses, right?
Well, yeah, that's right.
Now
That's
this is
right.
where it cracks me up. Kansas City is 4-0 against the spread on the road this year. They've covered every game on the road. Also, Buffalo has covered every game at home 4-0. So
Yeah, that's I just think Buffalo's injuries are really the thing that is sticking out like the proverbial sore thumb about this game. Now, you never know. I mean, because like, okay, Coleman didn't practice, Cooper was limited, Kincaid didn't practice, and Milano was limited.
right,
So, I mean, you really don't know, unless questionable tag is always rough to
right.
know what a player is going to be doing because the one you can really almost count on is the one that says, that it's not probable, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not questionable, but you're, yeah, it's too. So I really think that that's the whole game right there. Kansas City is probably Pacheco is probably not going to play this week because he's just coming back
Mm-hmm.
from that fibula, I think it was, or tibia, whatever.
Yeah.
And Juju was limited. Pacheco practiced, and so did Juju. He was limited. So I think Kansas City is going to win this game. And I think they're going to do it again, but ugly, man. I really do. Because Buffalo's going to play hard in this game, believe it. That defense is going to be playing hard. So I think it's going to be another ugly win for Kansas City, one of these 15-12, something like that.
Right, right. Um Look it. This is gonna be Casey undefeated. I think Buffalo wants this game more. Think about it.
I do.
I really do. I also think the city of Buffalo wants this game more. That's gonna be a hostile environment tomorrow.
It is, but
That's
man,
gonna be a
they're
hostile
wounded.
environment. Oh, they're beyond wounded, right?
I mean,
Um,
it's a triage.
Man, in that environment, I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna take the home team. I'm take the home team. The money line's only minus 130. Buffalo minus 130 is a nice number. I like it.
Okay. Yeah. All
Also,
right.
I like Joshua Allen anytime touchdown plus 120. So,
Oh yeah, that's a sure thing almost. I mean, that's about as close as you can get to a sure thing.
right. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flash up my full card I got here for all my picks. That way, and if you want to see this, they can just skip to the back. Boom. Also, I got my little Twitter handle up there. Anybody watching this, feel free to follow me on Twitter,
Right.
please. Or, excuse me, X, formerly known as Twitter. Now, there's two games we haven't touched on that we have to pick. Oh, hold on a second. I almost did it again. What's your side on the KC Buffalo? Where are you going? Numbers
Well,
2.5.
plus 2.5 to Buffalo. I
Minus
just think
2.5.
minus 2.5. Sorry. Um, I just I'll be honest with you. In another league that my wife's in, it's just a pick 'em league. I picked Buffalo.
Me
Of
too.
course, it ain't costing me nothing to pick Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, when we're talking the money, and I just look at the injury thing.
Right.
I mean,
Coleman,
these
Milano.
these just aren't guys that are in the offense. These are the guys that are the offense for
Yeah.
them right now.
Fair enough.
So that's tough. Now they still, the run. That's the thing. Kansas City's number 3 against the rush. So Cook's probably going to have okay day. He'll still get most of his right, but
Yeah.
and then I just think that I would take KC in this game, and I said another ugly but ugly game. I really think it's still going to be, and that might be a little more high scoring, but it's still going to be ugly.
So KC
Yes.
plus 2.5.
Yes.
All right. I mean, anytime you're getting the undefeated defending champs with
Plus
points,
money.
come on, right? I mean,
Right.
that's why I just said fuck it, take Buffalo money
I
line.
mean, yeah, I didn't even say the obvious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Now we have to go over the stinker game.
This is the worst game we see.
So,
Welcome to the outhouse.
welcome to the outhouse. Cleveland at New Orleans. Now, this is why this is the stinker. Teams records: Cleveland 2-7, New Orleans 3-7. Cleveland, like ATS, 3-6. New Orleans 4-6. Stinky, stinky, stinky. Not one of them has a positive against the spread record on home or on the road. Brutal. So, but the rule is we have to pick the stinkiest game. We got to pick a side. So, I'm going to go ahead and take Jameis Winston over 1.5 touchdowns because he's going back to New Orleans. He's going to throw at least 2 tutties. I love that play for him to score at least 2. Let me give you the spread real quick, Shimp.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, let me give you the spread here. Let's go. Okay, so it's a pick 'em, essentially. You got Cleveland -1, Saints +1, obviously. So it's a pick 'em.
Right. Okay.
So,
Well,
what are you thinking?
I think that Winston has something to prove every game. I mean, right now he's showing again I can play, right? They got Chubb back. That defense is still good.
Mm-hmm.
That defense is still good. The receiving core is okay. I mean, they're professional football players. Let's just say that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I in New Orleans, I mean, Carr is back. He's throwing the rock pretty good. Their defense has always been fairly good. The receiving core is a little banged up and whatnot.
Interim coach's second game.
I was just gonna say that was I'm getting to there. I'm on the field right now. Okay?
I'm over here stepping on your toes and shit.
Yeah, I'm on the field right now. So and their run game with Kamara, I mean, it's fairly good. But that coach, again, brand new, second game, the honeymoon's over kind of thing, where the initial energy happens. Now it's getting to work. And they didn't look all that impressive last time out.
No.
So I'm liking Cleveland in this game. I really do. I think Cleveland's going to come out and they're going to play a complete game on all phases, I think. And they're just playing for pride and organization at this point. I mean, they got an outside shot at things, and if they keep doing that, who knows?
I don't know, though.
This week, I like Cleveland this week.
Me too. I do. I love them a lot. Cleveland -1. There's a reason why they're the favorite on the road and 2 stinky teams.
Right.
And Jam Winston's coming back. Come on. I love Winston. Let's go. Okay.
I'm telling you.
Now we got the other game we have to choose, and it wasn't part of mine. The Gunslinger game.
That's it.
Who do you like in the Gunslinger game? What teams?
The Gunslinger game is the 49ers Seahawks.
Yeah, I agree. Purdy throws the pill around. Seattle started hot, and then they fell off a cliff. They're coming off a bye week. Now they're in Santa Clara, mind you. Let's take a look at the number here. Let me pull that up. Real quick. So
this is the best game this week right here.
Okay. Well, we got Seattle on the road in Santa Clara, and they're getting 6.5. They're plus 6.5. Over under is 48.5. What I'm going to do here is because we're declaring this our fucking gunslinger, right? So we're expecting the ball to be chucked around. I'm taking the over. I'm going over 48.5.
Yeah, I think that's safe. I really do.
Yeah.
I think it's safe.
Yeah, I'm going to go over 48.5. Purdy throws the rock around. Gino's going to chuck the rock. Niners got, this is their second week back with McCaffrey. So, yeah, give me the over 48 points in Santa Clara. Shimp.
Yeah, this game right here, it's the gunslinger for a good reason. The Seahawks come in number 1 in passing. San Francisco comes in number 2 at passing.
There we go.
So the rock is going to be flying around the field. And as you stated, you hit the nail on the head there with the players they're getting back. And this is something that's been talked about all over the internet. Everybody's talking about it. You know how you go out, trade deadline, you got to make some moves just to get you over the hump, blah, blah. You know what the 49ers did to do that? They got their players back.
Yes. Yeah.
That was their deadline move, okay?
Yeah.
They got their players back. This team is healthy. This team is hungry. And I think it's 49ers.
Oh, yeah. I could see that. I could absolutely see that happening for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they're only a touchdown favorite at 6.5. Oh, excuse me, in a field goal favorite, 6.5. I don't think that's a bad play.
No. I mean, they're just like I said, they're hungry and they're ready.
Okay. Now, you hear that bacon crackling, folks? It's time for Shimps Sizzlin 3.
Oh yeah, baby.
Okay, let's go over
You know
here.
how we do it. You
First
know how we
one.
do it.
First one we got here. We're gonna
Well,
go in no particular order of the time of the games. I'm just going off what you told me you were gonna pick. First one you got here is Houston at Dallas.
Houston at Dallas. Well, I'll tell you what I like here. I like Houston here. The first thing that jumps out at you about this game is the fact that the Dallas Cowboys cannot run the football. Okay, they did announce this week that Dow Whittle is going to be the starting running back.
Dowdle.
Dowdle, I'm sorry, Dow Whittle. Dowdle's going to be the starting running back this week. I mean, I think the Zeke's yards per carry were something like 2.1 or something.
Yeah.
It's been bad.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been bad.
I could average more
So
yards than he could.
right.
Yeah.
You know, but the Texans can run the ball. The
Yes, they
Texans
can.
can run the ball.
Very well.
They can run, yes, they can run the ball. And you know, they also, you know, their defense is fairly good. It's the middle. So I just really see Dallas or I see Houston winning this game.
Especially after that
And
upset they just went through, right?
yes,
So right
absolutely.
currently as we speak, they're a -7-point favorite.
You know what? I think that's good.
Okay.
I
-7.
think you're good. Yes, I think I like that.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean,
I
Cowboys
like that.
suck. Plus,
Here
the juice on it is -120, so you got to pay 20 cents to even buy them at -7. They got Dallas getting 7 at home, even money plus 100. That's a trap.
yeah, it
It's
is.
a trap. All right. Okay, so you heard it there. We got Sizzlin 3, first leg, Houston at Dallas. Houston -7.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, moving on. We got the Rams, those pesky Rams. Stafford heading to New England. Drake May
Oh,
and the Patriots. Where are you going? Hold on, before you go, real quick, let me get that number up for the people here, Dad. For the
all right.
people. So currently, the Rams are a 4.5-point favorite on the road. On the road. All right, where are you going?
All right. Well, you know, this game is it's really a tale of two teams and a tale of two halves, so to speak.
Mm,
If this game would have happened about 4 weeks ago, the pick would be obvious,
super.
right? I mean, right now, you know, coming in the Rams are throwing the ball well. They're
Yeah.
throwing the ball well. Their running game has suffered here recently in these last few weeks due to being banged up a little, I think, up front and things like that. New England, on the other hand, they started out kind of trying to get their footing, you know, right? What I'm saying. Then they got a little bit better. They're getting close. They're losing maybe 1-1 here and there. But I
Yeah.
think this team is actually starting to come around. And I think the defense is understanding the scheme now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I think.
I
But
agree.
I just think that the Rams offense is probably going to be too much. I think they're going to score more points than New England can. That's how they're going to win the game.
Oh, okay. So you like Stafford laying the 4.5?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You know what? I mean, someone has to win the West, right?
Mhm.
Cardinals have already beat Frisco in Santa Clara.
Absolutely.
The Rams have every. I mean, now they got Nakua, they got cutback. Kyrene Williams is a really good running back.
Yes.
The Rams have. They have a. Do you have their defensive rank right there? What are they?
Yeah. Well, I don't have the rank, but I can tell you that they're giving up 24 points a game right now.
And then what's New England
But they,
giving up?
pardon me,
What's New England giving
New
up?
England, they're giving up 22, and they're 12th
So they have the same
with points
defense.
allowed.
They have the same
Yeah,
defense.
same defense. That's what I'm saying. I really believe that the difference here is going to be that passing game by the Rams and enough runs to make them honest, keep them honest.
Yeah.
And the Rams are going to win this game. Now, you know, I think that spread's good.
Okay,
really
we
do.
got the Ram. Okay, so we got the Rams in New England -4 in the hook. Okay, now this one. This is a beautiful game. This game is getting played our time, 10 a.m. This is one of those games where all those videos come out every year where they're like, this game should be played in a dark alley at midnight. You know, it's like you see all those videos, right?
Oh yeah, when you're a jet all the way.
Oh, I thought it was Pittsburgh and Baltimore.
It is. I'm making a
Yeah, I
joke.
was gonna say. All right,
You said an alleyway, you know? Yes.
Sharks. Sharks.
Yes,
So,
right. You got the hat on there, right?
hey, baby. Hey, everyone needs to watch out for them Sharks. Don't worry. Fraud Pod will be beyond football when football's done. I got March Madness. We got hockey. We got basketball. And then
Oh yeah, we coming.
once football season's over, it's UFC time. So, which the fights are on
Ooh.
tonight, which I'm probably going to buy. If you want to watch it, Dad, I'll stream them for you. If you don't want to pay for it, baby, I love you.
Oh, all right.
So, let's do
Sounds
this.
good to me.
Pittsburgh at Baltimore, the crowning jewels, the AFC North, squaring up, and it is shitty. It's a 10 a.m. game. That's crazy. But
Yeah.
as of right now, Pittsburgh is a 3-point dog at home at even money plus 100. Where are you going?
Well, I'll tell you. There's a lot to like about this game.
Yeah, Russ.
There's a lot to like about this game. You know, I mean, on both sides of the ball on both teams.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the thing is, the defense of the Steelers is they're playing out of their minds right now.
Yep.
They're playing out of their minds.
Best D-line in football.
And yes. And now here's the added factor. You know, Harris is a little banged up, but he's still playing. And Russell has kind of finding his groove.
Yeah.
With his wide receivers right now.
Pickens is a bully.
Yeah, Pickens is like the second coming
Shit.
of, you know, oh gosh, I'm dropping his name right now, but I mean, they got such a chemistry going on right now that Russell's dropping dimes out of the sky. Okay, he's like Metcalf. You know, he's the second coming of Metcalf. It's incredible the jump that they made those first game or so that Russ was playing till now. And I think that's been happening in practice for him. I think that Pickens and Wilson been having some fun on their own secondary. That's what I think is going on because he's dropping dimes out of the sky. He
is touching them in, isn't he?
Yes, he's dropping them out of the sky, and Pickens is going up and getting them.
Yeah.
Okay. And I just think this is a trap game, and I like the Steelers. I like the Steelers in this game. What's the spread?
The Steelers are getting 3 points at home. They're getting points.
You know what? I like it.
Okay. Oh, shit. You know what, Dad? You just convinced me. I'm going to take that game, too. I'm going to take Pittsburgh at home. It's Mike Tomlin. Russie's throwing dimes in. I mean, the defense is by far the best defensive line of football.
Now, here's something. Let me tell you, those people that might say, I don't know if I like that. Here's the other thing. The Ravens are the last in the league against the pass. That's all I want to tell you.
Yeah, see? Isn't that crazy? And look how dominant they've been, and they do allow teams to throw on them. Also, they just lost their safety, too. He got hurt, didn't he?
Marlon Humphrey.
There's a lot of stuff going on in Baltimore, man. I don't know. Maybe this is the setup for Russell and Tomlin at home being disrespected, given 3. Okay. Well, then, hey, we're both on Pittsburgh plus 3 at home. Shit, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yes, sir.
All right, so to recap the Sizzlin, we got Houston at Dallas. Houston -7. We got Rams at New England -4.5. And we got Pittsburgh +3 at home. It's cool, man. Cool.
Yeah. No, that's gonna be you're right. That's an alley fight game, and I think Pittsburgh coming ready for the fucking fight.
Yeah, that's a down and dirty. Just someone you don't walk home from those games; you get carried home, right? Like
yes. Like I said, this is violence. This is gonna be violence. Okay.
Yeah, it's violent. This is an AFC North football. Now, it'd be even greater if it was snowing. Oh, that'd be amazing.
You're reading my mind. Get the hell out of my head. That's exactly what I was thinking. The only thing that would be better if it was just weather conditions were terrible. This is old snot slinging football, man.
Oh man, like it's 1952 again. Granted, that was the Colts. It wasn't the Ravens, but you get the idea.
Yeah, Johnny U. You know.
Yeah, Johnny U. Man.
That was later, but yeah.
Yeah, you get the idea. All right, well, shit, another successful pod.
Absolutely.
So, what is today? Today is the 16th. We have the 23rd coming up, and then we have the Thanksgiving special, Shimp.
Oh yeah, looking forward to that one. Looking forward to that. We're gonna throw down the taters on you that day, boy.
So what we're going to be doing for that is we will have a fraud pod released on Wednesday, or maybe early Thursday morning. Actually, probably early Thursday morning.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, probably because we have to get those games up, and then we'll also have a separate fraud pod just for the weekend. So we're going to pick every game on Thursday, and then we have
Yeah.
the whole weekend slate.
Okay, so
That's
all
what we're
right.
doing.
That sounds good to me.
That's exactly what we're doing. And tell you what, here, let me pull up some. Let's see if we get a commercial or not. Of course we did. Why?
Hey, that's nice.
Yeah, of course we got one. All
I'm
right.
gonna go visit the laboratory.
All right. Well, hey, just like that stinker game. All right, Shimp, we're out of here, man.
All right, peace out.
All right,
Love you,
everybody.
son.
Hope you win them all. Bye.
All right, let me go use bathrooms real quick and I'll come back, all right?